Welcome back to another episode of Rinks and Realities powered by the LI Sports Network. I, Paul Trentini, with my co-host Travis Quigley, and our special guest today, former Farmingdale State College D1 AAU goaltender Jake Temkin. Jake, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me. It's really a pleasure.
So, Jake, I met you while I was working for Farmingdale and you were playing. And funny enough, kind of back to our roots, we first interacted when Rin was doing his documentary for the team. So it's kind of funny how we come full circle with back to me interviewing you, but this time you can actually you can see me.
No, I was thinking about that too, especially with the Thanksgiving questions and do you remember doing that? Oh my god,
dude, it was a great time.
It's actually crazy thinking about that, but that had to be 2 years ago, 3 years ago, exactly at this time.
Yeah,
right?
It was like around this time. It was Tuesdays we were doing it, like right before practice. So I was driving all the way out to Northwell once a week just to run these interviews because no one else wanted to ask the questions. And when you got a guy like Rin, you gotta take advantage. And if he's trying to shoot a documentary, like, all right, I'll come down, I'll help out. But yeah, man, I was like really like I already been there a year at that point, but it wasn't until that documentary where like I actually started to know the players and stuff and became more of like a home for me at Northwell for those games.
Yeah. No. It was a great time. I miss Rin so much.
Oh, everyone does.
Japan.
Dude, I love when Rin just like pops into the chat during a Farmingdale game. I know it's like 8 o'clock in the morning in Japan. And I'm always just like, good morning, Rin. And he always says good morning back, but it's good night.
No, it's hysterical. I hope he's doing well. I think I want to visit him. I know I've been talking about that for so long, but when I go to Japan, it has to be to visit him because he's he'll show us around. Like,
of course. But all right. So I know we were just touching on Farmingdale, but I want to jump back to the beginning real quick. Now, I feel like the best question for somebody who played goalie was what made you want to be a goalie. It is a very, obscure, one-of-a-kind position in hockey. So what drew you to it?
Yeah, I actually blame dickhead coach back when I was like 11 years old, 10 years old. I tried out for the Ice Cats as a player, right? Like full player. I tried out for the Ice Cats and they cut me like literally 10 years old. They told me I'm not good enough. And I'm like, all right, like guy, like, all right. But then he told my dad, he's like, yo, like if you still want to be on the team, you could do it as a goalie. So I was like, all right, I still want to be on the team though. Like I still want to be with the boys. So I remember actually I had like the worst equipment ever. Like me and my dad, like we had no clue what to get. Like I think I had pad. Like keep in mind, this was like, I don't know, maybe like 2010, 2011. I think I was wearing like pads from the 90s. Like I was wearing like a player helmet. Like I was so bad. But that was my start to goalie. I got cut as a player, and they were like, "Yo, if you still want to be on the team, you can be the goalie." So that's how I started being a goalie.
It's kind of funny. I mean, we had Stefan Rosner on last week, and it was kind of similar for him because he was a goalie as well, and he was telling us, he was like, yeah, like be playing like street hockey and like nobody would want to play goalie. So I'm like, all right, I'll go play goalie. And he loved it. And like next thing he was just like a goalie and he just like took off. And it was like, oh, well, this might be a little pricey. Did that ever come into mind? Like, was your dad like, goalie's like...
Yeah, I remember that. Sure. Like, no, like this is actually like a real comment that like I actually made at like 17 years old. I was like 16, 17. I was like, yo, dad, like, I want equipment that like NHL players are using. Like I was wearing like hand-me-downs like from like 2006 and it was like 2017. And I'm like, Brody, like I want to like actually have pads that I'm watching on TV. So yes, that did actually was a conversation. And then I got my first like custom pair of pads when I was like 20 years old. So
were you already at Farmingdale at that point?
No, I was at Towson, actually. And actually, it's funny. My setup at Farmingdale was actually my Towson setup. Because, like, going back, I originally first went to play at Towson in the ACHA. And then COVID happened my freshman year. So came back and like that was my start with Farmingdale actually. But yeah, my equipment that I used was like it was actually black and yellow, and then I just used like pad wrap, which is just tape that you could put over your equipment, and that's how I made it green. But yeah, my setup is actually black and yellow, and then I just taped it up to make it look green for Farmingdale. But
That's wonderful. But on Long Island, like, so you said around like 16, 17, you said to your dad that you wanted to actually get, in your words, an NHL setup. So you were playing in high school with like old equipment, 2006 equipment.
like I wouldn't say 2006 equipment. That's a bit of an exaggeration, but it wasn't the stuff that like NHL players are using. Like you know how like NHL players are all using like the top of the line, like stuff like that. But yeah, 2006 definitely an exaggeration. But I just wasn't using like anything top of the line. Like it was always like I would say in high school I was probably like using pads for maybe like 2013, 2014. I think I had like the Vaughn P3s or P4s for like any goalie people out there watching this. But yeah, I think I had like P3s or P4s until like legit like 2020. Like I'm not even kidding. So, but yeah.
And you used those the entire time. Like it was like one set of pads that you just rolled with.
Yes, just because I never really liked breaking in new equipment. Like I actually hated that. So like even my pads now actually are from like 2020. You know what I mean? Like I never liked new equipment. So I just always used what I had, and then it eventually got too small, and then you would get hurt. So I'd be like, all right, need new equipment now.
I know that so well. I know that so well. I was wearing like the same shoulder pads for like probably since I was like 12 years old, and then like I hurt my shoulder pretty bad, and I was like, I probably need new shoulder pads, man. Like these fit me when like I wasn't even a teenager, and now I'm like an adult man. Like,
no, exactly.
I need new equipment.
No, me like I was even taught. It's funny. I was talking with my dad the other day. Like I didn't even realize my pants, like the pants that I wear, like even in like men's league to this day, I think they're from like 2016. Like I'm not even kidding. Like the pants that I wear could be like almost 10 years old at this point, which is crazy.
I was gonna say because you said you were wearing them in high school, and if I'm not wrong, you won the high school county championship with Syosset.
Damn right. Hell yeah.
Hey, my dad graduated from Syosset, so I got some ties there. It's like my Nassau team.
Nah, but I'm always a little bit salty. I'm always a little bit salty about that because, so I don't know if it's still like this with varsity hockey, but like, you know, they used to have like the Michelino division and then they had like the lower division. Like, do you guys like remember that?
I think they still do something like that.
Yeah, right, they do, but they just call it like Varsity Conference 1 and Varsity Conference 2.
Oh, okay. So yeah, like Syosset used to be in Varsity Conference 1. And then the year that we won, we got placed into Varsity Conference 2. So that's why I'm like, yeah, we won, but like it was in the two. Like if we won the top division, that would be a lot more exciting. But yeah, no, that's why. Like, damn right we won, but it always is like, I'm like, damn, like I wish we won the top league, not the second league. Like,
see, it's kind of cool how they do it now. It's like they almost do it like European soccer. So like, if you're in that top division, 6, 7, 8 plays 1, 2, 3 in a play-in before playoffs. So if you're in that Varsity Conference 2 and you win that play-in game, you get promoted. You're in the playoffs, and then you get promoted to Varsity Conference 1 for the next season. And then if you were in Conference 1 and you lose that game, you're down to 2 next season. So like that happened.
Yeah.
Like for last year, like East Meadow and for the life of me, I can't think of it right now. But there was 2 teams that won last year from Varsity Conference 2 in the play-in to move up to 1 this year. It was kind of cool.
Damn, I did not know that. Yeah, because back when like I graduated in 2018, so that was like 2016, 2017 at that time. And yeah, they just had the 2 divisions. I think the way they did it was the top division, every single person came from your school. And then the bottom division, you needed people from like other districts as well. I don't know if they still do it like that, but
yeah, I think now it's all just combined, and it's like I said, it's the split where they kind of do just the. I think the initial start of it was kind of bigger schools in Conference 1, bigger programs, I should say, smaller schools in Conference 2. then obviously allowing those Conference 2 teams the opportunity to move up to 1, I think is a cool opportunity. Because, I mean, the Nassau League has way more teams than the Suffolk League does.
How's the Syosset these days? Because I really don't know a lot about high school hockey.
I want to say I haven't seen them play this season, but last year they went to the semifinal, lost in the semifinal.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, so they were pretty good. I want to say they were 2 or 3 seed.
Damn, good for them.
We got a shout out Sam Musnick from Syosset, LISN intern. Now he's listening.
He's absolutely listening. The GOAT intern.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, transitioning out of there and back to how you said you were in Towson. What was, I know it was a short-lived experience, but what was your experience like on that first taste of college hockey?
So it was good and bad. I think I was a little young at the time, to be honest with you. I don't, looking back, I mean, it's more kind of, when I say I was young, it's more like the going away college experience. But the hockey itself, I was the backup on the team. There was, I don't know if he'll ever listen to this actually. All right, so the starter on the team, his name was Jake Snyder. No, I swear, this dude was ridiculous. I'm not even kidding. This dude was ridiculous. I think he still holds the record for saves in an ACHA season. He had almost 2,000 saves that year. It was crazy. And it's actually funny. His mindset. Sometimes the things he would tell me, I'd be yo, what do you think about it? He's yo, I'm just getting a shutout every game. I almost took that and applied it to Farmingdale. I'm just gonna get a shutout every game. But yeah, no, Towson was cool. I mean, it was again just a very shortened experience. I wish you know how it is now in our mid-20s we're oh, if I were to go away to college I'd be the man. But at 18 years old I was still a little baby trying to bribe bartenders to get me into the bar or the bouncers or whatever to try to get me into the bar because I would get denied at every single bar but it was a good experience, but definitely different.
So I mean, like I said, Towson, good experience, but I guess you didn't get all the juice out of the lemon you were squeezing, I guess I'd say.
Yeah.
So, pardon me. You said, of course, that second year was COVID hit, so kind of threw a wrench in everything. Did COVID happening kind of influence your decision into coming back home and going to Farmingdale?
Yeah, 100%. And that kind of goes back to how I was a little bit young for the going away college experience. I would say mentally, I was very homesick for a lot of the time, and I would always think about going back to Farmingdale. You know what I mean? So COVID just kind of gave me that excuse to just pull the plug and actually do it. Because, I mean, not even to go here, but still you know how it is sometimes with your family. They're no, go away, get the experience. A lot of there were some people personal life didn't want me to go to a commuter school, wants me to kind of go away and live my own life. But yeah, COVID really gave me the excuse to go back and say no, there's nothing else to do. I'm going to Farmingdale now, and then never looked back, I would say. But
yeah, I think it's so important that you brought up that you were a little bit young, you in some ways you were ready for that experience, but in other ways you weren't. And I might have said it to Paul before, but I think that's I was very grateful that I went through the whole junior hockey experience and went to college as a 21-year-old freshman and an age out, because I think I would have been the same way as you if I went in as an 18-year-old. I think it would have been way too much for me. My brain would have just been exploding with serotonin and just not sure what to do with myself. Yeah. And I just don't think I would have handled it in the same way that I did as a 21-year-old walking in, and I guess being a little bit more mature and understanding a little bit more of what I wanted to do and what I wanted out of life,
Yeah, no, this actually
brought that up.
No, yeah, it's actually I didn't even think about this, and I don't think about this very much, but yeah, how I was so immature. My second semester, so I was still going to games, but my second semester, I was actually academically ineligible. So, again, going back to it, how I was not going to class, I was not doing any of that stuff, and we don't talk about it. We're yo, how does anyone get below a 2.0 GPA? I managed to do that, I guess. But yeah, so I think COVID was actually a good thing to happen to me. I would say, like, forced me to just like get out of that mindset, come home, like, I would say relearn about myself and stuff like that. But yeah, I've not thought about that in a long time. But yeah, I was actually ineligible, like academically ineligible, my second semester, which is crazy. But yeah, I was not ready.
Hey man, we actually were down in Towson this summer. We were working some lacrosse tournament, and we were only there for like 2 nights, but we could see how you can get swept away by the culture.
Did you go to I think I saw one of the bars, like the rec room and like stuff like that? Like,
we didn't hit any of the local watering holes, but we made our way to an Orioles game, and that was a good time. Good game.
I wonder if there was this bouncer named Mario. I wonder if he's still there. He was actually really the one that I would bribe. I'd put like a $5-10 bill under my ID and be like, "Yo, Mario, let me in, guy, please. Like, tonight's the night." Like,
we won't ask if Mario did or did not accept the bribes. But so Towson seemed wonderful for what it was, but as you said, you think it was a valuable lesson, and there's a lot to take away in wanting to go home and that stuff. But so talk about that transition when you came to Farmingdale and how that all went down.
Yeah, I mean, I think Farmingdale, amazing place to play hockey. Just because that's also something that I think a commuter school adds to versus when you kind of just go somewhere. Like at Towson, everyone was from like somewhere else, right? Like whether it was, obviously you had kids in Maryland, but kids from like all over the country, you know what I mean? Like Pennsylvania, like wherever. At Farmingdale, like it's an actual friend group, you know what I mean? And like I actually felt like it was just so easy to feel part of the team, just so easy to feel the vibes, like even like Coach Maisie, like I always say, like he was really good to me, just making me feel welcome. And yeah, I mean, I always say and always think that like that commuter school type of vibe, I think does add to how quickly like you feel like a team and how quickly you feel like a friend group, because like that's where we live. Like it's not like that's who you see for like a couple months out of the year, and then you go back to your own friends and family. Like at Farmingdale, like that is your friends and family, you know what I mean? So it's like, I think it was like, I wouldn't even say it was a transition. Like I feel like it, like looking back, I was just like there, you know what I mean? And like it never felt like I was uncomfortable. Like I was just like, oh, I play for Farmingdale now, and like it was like a team. Like, so it was great, I would say.
I mean, I've seen that definitely firsthand. I mean, from obviously calling the games, working it, and now like with my brother being on the team, like I definitely see like that side of it. And I mean, I think even from my brother's perspective, like he was coming in from Salem State, D3 transfer, he like wasn't really sure what to expect. Kind of similar experience as you know what I mean, where he was going away to school in a different state and then coming back home. And I think now that he's like fully into it, it's like, this is amazing, like just like you said, like it's family, everyone's on the team, like it's a real actual community feel, because like pretty much we all grew up here. Like I think they have 2 or 3 out of town guys this season on the team, so
yeah,
it's like you said, it's that, and that's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. So there's definitely like that community vibe, that family feel to it. I 100% see it. So when you came in to Farmingdale, what was that experience like now hockey-wise for you? Because obviously you said Towson, you came in as that freshman year, backup, and then obviously second semester, unfortunately academic and ineligible. What was that battle like coming in with Coach Maisie and, earning your place in the crease?
Yeah, so it was actually different for me. I actually had a gap. So like for me, it wasn't like I just went to Towson and then COVID happened and then I went to Farmingdale. So, sorry, I actually have like Crohn's disease, and I had a big surgery like in between COVID and, so I want to say 2021. 2021, I had a big surgery, like huge. Actually, for all the people, like I had a colostomy bag, like then like a reverse colostomy bag, like that kind of sucked actually, like that really sucked. But I couldn't play for the entire year. Like they actually like I was supposed to just setback after setback after setback. And it's kind of funny. Joe DeCanio won goalie of the year that year. So I was coming in the next year as the backup again. So I was just like in my head, especially coming off that experience of like I didn't even like when I had like a colostomy bag. It's like literally like you have like a shit bag, like your butthole's like right there. You know what I mean? Just like no, like for real, like it really is. Like and like yeah, I didn't know if I was ever playing hockey legit ever again. Like and then going in, I just told myself to like play as best as I could and do my best. And then my first start, I gave up 7 goals, and I feel like everyone thought I sucked. Like it was against Cortland, and yeah, we won. We won 8-7 actually in overtime. I think Matt Ferrari scored the winner. Actually, never forget. But yeah, no, like we won 8-7, and then I didn't start for like 2 months. Like I was like everyone probably thought I was so ass. And then I went up to like Coach Cipriano, like one of the assistant coaches helps out with the goalies. I was like, yo, like just start me again. Like I was like, yo, like that was not me. Like just start me again. And then I started against Fairfield like 2 months later and like played like I think I played pretty good actually. I made like a diving paddle save. Like I was like, word. But yeah, and then just like kept playing, and like I used a lot of that mindset. Like I think it's even like a good life lesson. Like I think I probably should do this more today, but it's so far away since it happened in 2021. But like when I was in the net, like this is actually so real. When I was in the net, I would picture myself in a hospital bed, like I really would, and I would just like look around and tell myself like life is good, like everything is like I could legit have like butthole right there, shit bag on my chest, like for real, like hospital bed, like. But no, like I'm just in the net playing Farmingdale State hockey, and then.
It's because you had the threat of it being taken away.
Yes.
That's exactly what you had, the threat of it being taken away, and like the way you look at it like is the right way to go about it. Like that it's a privilege to play the game of hockey, and you were just happy to be out on the ice, and I think that's what matters.
Yeah. No, and especially at Farmingdale too, because like I think that's what's great about it as well as. It's just such a great place to just feel like there's not too much pressure. You could just go out and not to say like, oh, just have fun, because like it is very serious, but like you can feel like yourself, you don't have to feel like you're trying to impress anyone. Like you're just like, nah, like I'm going out, giving it my all, and like this is for me, so, but yeah, it was I would say it was a great year for just learning in life. So,
and then that carried into the next year where, I think you rightfully claimed the starting spot in the crease. And I remember that was when, again, circling back to what I started with, when we were doing the interviews. And I remember talking to you about that because you were having, I think you had a really strong season and then you fell into like a tiny little rut. And I was just asking you about like your mindset through that. And you spoke similarly of like, I just have to have fun. Like there's a reason I am doing this. Like it's not supposed to be like this strenuous job. I'm supposed to show up. I'm supposed to have a good time. I remember you saying, I know I'm the best goalie in this league. Like I just need to just believe in that. And inevitably you went off and won goalie of the year for the Empire Conference.
Yeah. No, that was pretty cool. Even like life lessons, like even like, as we're all like young people like in this like call, but I feel like as we're getting older, it's just like life's not that serious, just like like I feel like it's just like life's not that serious. Like I feel like we take stuff just so for granted all the time. But yeah, definitely good times, I would say.
Do you think like kind of being able to take that step back and say, you know what? This is supposed to be fun. I'm going to have fun. It's not that serious. Like, just the best way for me to do my job is to just relax a little bit and just enjoy the process of it all. Do you think that mindset contributed to your success that season in winning goalie of the year?
100%. 100%. Because, I wasn't really focused on the numbers. Like, wasn't really focused on a lot of that stuff. Like, I just wanted to like stop the puck. And like something like I think is like, as a goalie, like sometimes players don't understand like just like after the game when everybody like hugs you and you just like feel so good about yourself. Like it really is like a drug. Like, that's actually like drugs. And like that's what I would tell myself. Like just get through the game and get to like just like the happiness in the locker room, like after the game. You know, like that's really what I would think about. Like, is like, you know what, like don't focus on the numbers, just focus on like good vibes and like happiness. Like I know it sounds weird, but
No,
like,
it makes sense. It makes sense.
yeah,
Goalie hugs after a dub.
exactly. There's
That's what it's
nothing
all
like
about,
it.
dude.
Like,
My college teammate, JT Kosakowski. Fun fact, his name is James Thorpe Kosakowski. His great-grandfather is Jim Thorpe.
damn,
Yeah, kind of sick.
yeah,
But him and I, after every win, like same routine, whether he started or whether he was the backup, same routine. We win the game. We're out on the ice, center ice. We're doing dirty dancing.
yeah. No, I mean,
I'm leaping into my tendies arms.
oh yeah, no, like me and Joe DeCanio, like we had like the Jeremy Swayman, like Linus Olmark thing, like big ass hug.
Yep.
Danny Rotan, he always used to give a kiss. Like he always used to come up to me, like put his mask against mine and be like, mwah. Like Jacob Kravitz, he used to give the best hugs. Like that dude, Jacob Kravitz, he used to like actually squeeze me like really tight. Like I'd be like, oh my god. Like, but yeah, no, Jake Kravitz, he gives the best hugs, man. But yeah, no, that's definitely it. Goalie hugs, nothing like it. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it. They're top after a dub for sure.
Now that's that's kind of like an interchangeable, happens a lot type of moment. But has there been like a specific moment? It could be a hug or not. I mean, like one specific moment at Farmingdale that really stands out.
One specific moment, like on the ice or off the ice? Would you say
How about one of each?
one of each? On the ice, I would say on the ice. I'm trying to think. Like, okay, on the ice, I think a great moment was when we went to FAU. And the first night I was there, gave up 8 goals and just like got so shit on by like all like everyone, like let up 8 goals. Like everyone in the stands was like, "Hey, like you suck," like this and that. And then like the next night, like got a shutout. And like I remember like Tim Duffy, like he like put the net down. He was like, "Yo, like fucking case is closed," like this and that. And like all the boys were just so happy for me because like they knew, I guess, how personal I would take. Like, also, I know I'm talking about like happiness and good vibes and stuff, but like when I would play bad, I mean, you know, too, as a goalie, like it does eat at us, like it really does. So when I would play bad, like give up a lot of goals, like I'd be really sad. Like, dude, I think I even like cried like after giving up 8 goals, and Sean O'Donnell, like he's like, "Yo, like you're good, dude." And even like Tim Duffy, like I remember actually he like pulled me aside before the game I got a shutout. He was like, "Yo, like don't worry about the 8 goals, like you're the fucking man, like this and that." And yeah, I got a shutout. And then I would say off the ice, like I don't know, off the ice was also in Florida. I feel like that was such a good time. Like all the boys, like we went to, I don't know how censored this is, but all the boys went to like this Florida strip club. Like, didn't know like they're completely naked. Like they have like no bikinis whatsoever. Like you just walk in, they're just like, yeah, that was a great time with the boys too. I'd say. But yeah, I'd say both. Yeah, in Florida.
Wow, that's that's so. Wait, for that, did you all fly down together? Or was that like a bus venture?
Yeah, no, we all flew down together. That was a good time. I remember who I sat next to Devin Canonis on the plane. I think like Devin was right here, and then like Rob Sipos was right here. That was a fun plane ride too. But yeah, we did fly. We did fly.
I see the moment after that. I love the enthusiasm of you going right into it. They weren't even wearing anything.
No, they weren't, dude. No, because like it's true. They're just fucking naked, just walking around. I was like, this is not. It was like a scene from like a music video. I'm not even kidding. Like it was like, it was crazy.
Oh man, that's great. So
you go.
Yeah, I got you. I'll let you take a breath, Paul. So obviously, when we all get into this game, like we all have that same dream. Like we all want to make the NHL. Like we want to be the best player that we could be. And then of course, like we all get a little older. We realize that that's probably not going to happen. It's not in our path. What was the transition like for you? Obviously, when you're coming down, you go to Towson, now you come to Farmingdale. Your career's starting to wind down a little bit. What were those emotions like, and like, what was your thought process like? Okay, what's my my next step going to be? What's my next chapter going to be?
Yeah, so I got really lucky with I got really lucky with a good internship. So I work in finance now, and I had an internship my senior year of college at Farmingdale. So I in the same office, come here with the hockey though. I remember my last year, I really thought we were going to win nationals, and we lost in the semifinals 3-2 to Buffalo State. And that actually felt like a breakup. I was actually depressed for months. It wasn't I was just sad. I was actually because that was my last time ever playing competitive hockey, and I was I wanted to go out with a win so bad. And it ate at me where I was my last ever competitive hockey game was a loss. And I think that just, the risk that going to nationals is in your senior year, because only one team gets to win and then everybody else, you end on a loss. So that was more of what I had to deal with. It wasn't really hockey's taken away. It was more I played a sport my entire life and my last ever competitive game was a loss. And I was that really ate at me. And then now, I think hockey, I'm obviously going to get my kids into hockey. I think, the lessons that it taught me because again, going back to it, right now as a financial advisor, just beginning my career in finance, it's very comparable to sports, right? You first, not to say, I suck at finance, but, at first, you got to learn stuff. You know what I mean? You got to take your tests. You got to, just learn so much. And it's so comparable to learning a sport like hockey. I was trash at being a goalie. I was so bad in the beginning. And then it's also funny, my best year ever happened to be my last year. I'm not even kidding, my best numbers ever was my senior year in college. So now I kind of apply that to my own career. I'm you know what, in life you just continuously get better, continuously grow, and just because you start out not necessarily an expert at something doesn't mean you're not going to be a lot better, 10 years in. But yeah, I think it was very love-hate ending. I loved everything that it taught me, and I'm applying it to my own life every day. But I did kind of hate how it ended. I was damn, it just ended snap of a finger like that. But I guess that's life sometimes. So.
Yeah, wow. No, that's a very deep, introspective kind of moment you had there. I remember watching that game, man. That Buffalo game. That was. You guys were the better team. This offense was sluggish in the beginning. Buffalo got out to a lead. It was a rough one. That was tough.
It was just it wasn't even a bad. It was just we lost 3-2. It was just one of those games where it wasn't even
exactly.
We just lose. But it is what it is. But it is what it is.
You know, it always my least favorite part was always when because I was working those tournaments, so I'd be there the whole way through. Every day I'm waking up, I'm relax, all right.
You had a designated seat in the restaurant. Don't tell me you were working.
I was working.
It doesn't matter.
Unpaid, by the way, too. But anyway, while I'm there, every day waking up, all right, what Farmingdale's playing at this time, Farmingdale's playing this time, this rink, whatever. And then that day where you guys would, you lost, and then you'd leave. And then, the rest of the tournament, it's why the hell am I even here? It's like I was coming here for Farmingdale games, and now I got to watch South Carolina, Buffalo.
But, that would have been a good game, too. But who knows? Who knows how things change?
But now just a tiny pivot. I feel like this is a good question to always ask goalies. But is there a specific goalie that you modeled your game after or looked to as an inspiration of any kind?
Yeah, I would say I always liked two guys growing up. I always really liked Carey Price and Sergei Bobrovsky. I feel those guys are just oh my god. I used to back when I was a teenager. I used to think Carey Price was just unreal, the best goalie ever.
For a time he was. He was so
that 2015 season. Oh my god.
Hey.
It's Chris Kreider's fault.
I agree.
He won 4 trophies the next year.
No, I don't want to hear it. Chris Kreider ruined Carey Price. No.
Yeah. I don't want to hear it either.
All right.
2 against 1. You're out here, Paul.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I would say him, and then I would say Bobrovsky too. Like, even it's kind of funny actually. I remember I actually saw Sergei Bobrovsky play. We had a tournament in Pennsylvania, so I saw him play when he was on the Flyers. And like, do you remember like when they had like the whole ESPN thing on him, like the good cop bad cop Bobrovsky, like, oh, you're off the case, Bobrovsky, like. Yeah, like I don't. That was like some meme like back then. It was like some TSN thing where they were just like, make it like they were saying like Sergei Bobrovsky's like a cop, and like every time he let up a bad goal, they would like show it and be like, "You're off the case, Bobrovsky." Like, but yeah, no. So I always liked him, and like, and then he went to Columbus and like won the Vezina. So I was like,
he was great in Columbus. He was great everywhere, but like Columbus, he had some solid years.
Yeah,
both in the Hall of Fame.
But I would say, yeah, like the two, like Carey Price is just Carey Price, and then like Bobrovsky, like I saw him when he was like a rookie, like in Philadelphia, and then now like to see what he's doing now, I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy. Like,
yeah, Hall of Fame for sure. So, I think you've done a really good job of like kind of littering good advice throughout this podcast. But like, what's the one thing that you think from hockey that has really stuck with you, and I guess a hockey lesson became a life lesson, and it's like you apply it every single day? I know you've mentioned a couple of things already, but what's that one core thing that's really just stuck with you?
I think especially as a goalie, like you're never going to be perfect. You're always going to let up goals. Like, and that's something like even in my daily life, like, and not just goals, but you're still going to let up bad goals. Even like, I remember my dad used to always tell me too, like, even NHL goalies let up bad goals. And I think it's like, that's probably the lesson is like, when you make like when I make a mistake in like, daily basis, or like something doesn't go my way, I'm like, you know what, like, that's just a bad goal. You know what I mean? Just brush it off. Like, and that's the same thing. Like, as a goalie, like you have to have a short memory. And I think as a kid, you don't really apply that to life. But as you get older, you're like, damn, like in life, you got to have a short memory too. You know what I mean? So I would say, yeah, the biggest one from, being a goalie growing up is just that, like short memory for bad things happening, not dwelling on it. So.
Now, like taking that advice, you say that you apply it to your current day life. And you mentioned before that you're now in finance. How did that path sprout up at all? Was that anything hockey related that led you there, or was that just kind of an interest you've always had?
Yeah, so that goes back to just having the internship. And that's where, again, I just consider myself so lucky, and like, not even like to be like, but sometimes I like thank God for like, oh my God, like how did I even get here? Like, cause yeah, I just got an internship, through, it's actually funny. My mom, she like uses an advisor at this office, cause she's a teacher in Plainview. And like he works with the teachers at Plainview. So I was just talking to him one day, like in my senior year. I was like, oh, I'm a hockey player, but like I don't really know anything other than that. Like, and I told him too, like I was not an academic person. Like I used to, like, again, academically ineligible. But yeah, so just did the internship, and then they offered me a full-time job. So just ran with it, I would say. But no, yeah, never, no interest besides the internship, I would say.
Was that transition easier than or harder than you expected? Like
harder. This is one of the hardest. Like to be real, actually, like not even to like rant or like this is like I think one of the hardest things I've ever like done. Actually, like it's like because it's not just like learning. Like it's a lot of learning. Like that's first. It's like you have to like pass the series exams. Like I'm sure you guys have heard of like Series 6, Series 7, like Series 63, and it's like great to say like oh I'm studying for it, but like when you actually study for these tests, like it's actually like a gauntlet. Like it's crazy. Like it's like not fun at all. And then also it's like this, right? Like you'll have people like actually asking you questions about their finances, and it's like you don't want to mess up. So I think yeah, it's it's tough, but then again, it goes back to like the whole sports analogy where like just because you start off not being an expert at something doesn't mean at the end you're not going to get good at it. So
Yeah, what do they say? It takes 10,000 hours to become an expert at something.
yeah,
So we got a lot of time left in our lives to keep applying ourselves.
no, it's true. It's very true.
But looking back on your hockey career, just in general, what are you the most proud of?
The most proud of, I would say, like I don't like. I would say maybe like I want to give like the people I've met, but like for me personally, I think it was going through those surgeries. You know, going through like the not knowing if I was ever going to play again, and then coming back and the next year winning goalie of the year. Like I think that just like when I think about things, sometimes I'm like, you never know what the future's going to hold. Like you could think like your life could be in such a hole. Like I was actually like not say suicidal, but like when I was going through those surgeries and like on bed rest, like I did not like life. Like I did not like it at all. And then the next year, like you're a college hockey player again. You know what I mean? So it's like you never know what the future holds with as bad as the present moment can be.
And I mean, sometimes, hopefully, don't have to face any adversity like that again. But sometimes, we all have to face a little bit of adversity to kind of open our eyes up a little bit to what's really in front of us, and what's been in front of us. And, I said it earlier, I think, obviously an unfortunate situation, but you attacked it the right way with the right mindset. And again, you parlayed that into a goalie of the year. And I mean, I can just hear from talking to you today, like you continue to kind of use that mindset in your life right now, like just how you're approaching your career, how you approach your day-to-day personally. Definitely a lot of respect to you and, everything that you've been through.
No, thank you. And obviously, it goes both ways. I know how hard people work in general. Like, it's not easy, I feel like, being early 20s male these days. Everybody hates us, so it's like, whatever.
Thankfully, that's likely our audience, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you mentioned before slightly when you were talking about your equipment way in the beginning, but you still play beer league, so you're still connected in the game in some way.
Like, yes, but I hate it. I hate beer league so much. Like, I just feel obligated to go because people ask me to be their fill-in goalie, but I hate it so much. Like, no, like, dude, oh my god, because people in beer league, they okay, like I'm sure you know as a goalie, like I hate getting hit in the mask. Like I actually hate it. Like
everyone knows
that. And like some of these beer league dudes, like will just fucking rip it at you, and you're like, relax. Like it's not like that. And like, oh my god, and like these guys just try so hard, and I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it's like a love-hate relationship with that too. Like I'm like, oh, like exercise, but then when I'm out there, I get hit in the face. I'm like ready to like crash out. Like
I gotta make a cold call tomorrow.
Yeah, like I'm like, oh my god, like legit ready to break my stick over some dude's head. Like
I feel that so hard. Like love hate. Like I love being out on the ice, but like some of these beer league games that I'm jumping in on, I'm like, this is not good for my safety.
No, like
this is not good for my safety. Like, I'm gonna get a stick in the eye. Like I'm gonna get an elbow to the head. Like I know something's gonna go wrong here. Like
yeah, and like it's different too, because like when you play, I guess like Farmingdale or something like that, like at least competitive hockey, there's structure. Like I genuinely feel that like when you know what you're doing as a hockey player, it's like not like obviously it's gonna lead to a better game, but like sometimes in these beer league games, like I'm like, what are you doing? Like I'm like, you're actually like pissing me off just from watching you like skate. Like I'm like, oh my god, like
dude, I played forward my whole life, and now like anytime I go to a men's league game, I just play defense. Like all I want to do is like take a couple strides, snap the puck around, and like just like be out of people's way. Like,
yeah. No, and then I'm like, and people expect so much from the goalies too. Like I let up one goal, and people are like, "Oh,
what are you doing?
Yeah,
like
guy
who brought it?
Yeah, who invited this guy? Like I'm like, I hate this. Like,
yeah, the only men's league that I like enjoys the SHL. That's it.
Yeah, no, that's a good league.
I was gonna say, you've played some games in the SHL?
Yeah, I have, and like that one's obviously different because that's more of like a competitive hockey type feel. But like more like the beer, like yeah, I feel like SHL is different just because it's like cool. Like you got like James Higgins and like all like the NHL guys in it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like typical like midnight hockey LI, like that's the shit that sucks. Like
Midnight.
yeah, hell yeah, you got the shit on.
Midnight
Hell
hockey,
yeah.
division champ.
Yo, oh my god.
Anyone when you played in the SHL, like any notable guys rip one past you?
No, actually, I feel like I only played 2 games, and there was never an NHL guy on another team. So yeah, that was upsetting. I remember I did get invited to play against James Higgins' team, but I was so upset I couldn't go. I was busy at that time. He was like, "Yo, we need a goalie playing James Higgins." I was like, "I want to so bad, but like I can't be there."
I got dangled by James Higgins.
Yeah, but no, like no, actually, I've never. I mean, I guess like I don't know if this counts. But, like back when I was a kid, like I went to an open hockey and like Sonny Milano was there, which is like pretty cool. That was back in like 2020, 2021. I actually shout out to Sonny Milano. I don't know if he's ever going to see this. I tried to get him to smoke weed with me, but he wouldn't do it. So, so shout out to him for keeping himself clean. Wow. I was like, no, I really wanted to. I really wanted it. I was like, yo, Sonny, please just fucking rip this J with me outside. He's like, dude, I can't. Like,
oh my! All right. I mean, I don't know if you have anything else to add, Travis, but
I was gonna say I'll never forget when I was playing junior hockey for the Royals. Like we were doing like a summer skate, and Sonny comes down, and like we do like the first like 30 minutes. It's an hour skate. First 30 minutes we're just doing drills. Sonny sat on the bench the whole time. Didn't participate in a single drill. Last 30 minutes we scrimmage. Sonny's all in.
Yeah.
Every single time he touched the puck, no joke, he tried one thing and one thing only. He would drive wide, take the puck behind the net, and then he would shoot the puck basically as hard as he could off the backboards, trying to flip it over the net for a guy driving to score. Like it was the craziest thing I'd ever seen in my life. And every single time he got the puck, he tried it. And I'm like, dude, like he's trying this so he can try it in the shot. Like this was like 2015,
so way back,
yeah. No, he was probably like he had just gotten drafted at this point. Like,
yeah, no, back when I saw like, yeah, no, that's I think he was still in Columbus at the time, and I was just like, I was just joking with him. I was like, yo, please, but
so skilled, some of the sickest hands I've ever seen.
But all right, I mean, Travis, do you have anything else you want to add?
Nah, man. I mean, Jake, dude. Again, like just a lot of respect for your story and everything that you've kind of had to go through in your life, the trials and tribulations. I'm glad you were able to get out of that hospital bed, get back between the pipes again, and finish your career. Obviously, you wanted to end on a win, but finish your career with a lot of personal success. And the adversity that you went through, it's clear. You, like I said earlier, you take it with you day to day now, and like. No doubt that's going to lead to success in your personal life and career as well, man.
No, thank you. And it goes both ways too. Like obviously, I know like we've never really met before, but like Paul, always like legit. Oh, because that's also something too. Like at Farmingdale, I think that it's just such a good like friend group. Like we're all such a group. Like even like if you were on the team or you weren't, like even like Rin and like I feel like Rin is probably like became one of my better friends like in the world at the time. Like made me sad that he had to move back to Japan, but like. There was a time where like I would even like hang out with Rin just like outside of hockey, and like like Paul, like always like so much respect for you, always rooting for you, and yeah, I mean it obviously goes both ways. Like I think anybody that's a part of Farmingdale hockey, like just the respect is always there.
Yeah, no, I'm always rooting for you too, man. It was when you were carrying Farmingdale that I felt like I had to carry you through our sales class. And
yeah, oh my God, yeah.
It's an honor to do so. He always texts me, well, what is the homework? What is it? I'm like, I got you, man. Don't sweat. I got you.
Yo,
got a big game coming up this weekend. I need your head in the right place against Fairfield, and I got the homework. It's okay.
Don't stress it, bro.
No, that was funny. But yeah, no, I'll definitely talk soon. And I actually, dude, when you asked me to come on, I was so happy. Like, I was like, no way. Like, I was actually really happy. So thank you for having me on.
No, it was a pleasure. But all right, everybody, be sure to follow Jake on Instagram. I'm not sure exactly. Is it Jake _Jake Temkin? Jake Kempton _34.
It's, one sec. JP Temkin
JP Temkin _. If you, for all your financial needs at this point, or if you need a goalie for beer league.
Don't ask me. I don't want to come.
DMs. But make sure to follow LI Sports Network on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube. Be sure to add Rinks and Realities on Spotify. And I guess that's it for today's episode of Rinks and Realities, powered by LI Sports Network. And we will see you next week.